welcome in, welcome in. Let me turn it down just a little bit. A little bit. That's cool. Whew. We made it. I am happy for this session, for this live, because we are going to do a third eye cleansing candle. I'm excited for this one. Happy Sag full moon. That's already passed. Been like maybe 4 days, so we're well off into the waning phase of the moon, which is really good. So that way we can banish, cleanse. That's what that phase of the moon is about. So we're going to use that energy to do a third eye cleansing. For those who don't know me, hi, I'm Mystic Storm, here to clear the path to a new life with you. I use divination, tarot, astrology, Reiki, you name it. All things spiritual to help people align to their life purpose, to transform their lives, and to just get some encouragement and get some restored faith going on. Because don't we need that? Don't we need it? Come on. So the petition is already written, all right, for this candle. I'm going to prep it. I did cleanse with some incense here. I already have like the herbs I'm going to use, the oils. Yeah. So I'm going to prep it real quick. If you would like to be a part of this candle, you can send over a donation. My cash app is right here, Mystic Storm 333. Any donation that you would like. This is some Florida water that I made. I'm gonna spray over it too. Whew. Yes, so let's get into it. Where is, okay, so I like to poke holes in my candles so the oil can seep down a little bit more. Cool. And we're gonna do, and then after we do the candle, we're gonna do a reading, okay? So I'll poke the holes here. This is like a protection unhex here. This is like a protection unhexing cleansing herbal blend that I have that I'm gonna put on here. And I'm putting it counterclockwise because we're getting all that like negative energy, any blockages within the third eye. This is even if someone casted a spell to block your psychic abilities, or just to mess with your mind for like manipulation, things like that. Okay, this is to clear all of that up. Alright, and we're gonna go in. I want to do Pisces too, but we're going to do the Gemini oil that I have. We are in Gemini season, right? We're coming off of the Sagittarius full moon, though, but I want to use the Gemini oil, and as well as the Pisces, because the fourth quarter moon is in Pisces as well. But we getting that Mercury energy in here. Clear any blockages within the mind. And then Pisces is all things like visual and like, you know, psychic ability. So we're going to go in with this Pisces oil too, so we can see visions clearly. Clear any blockages here. And the third eye, chakra. Yes, it's good for seeing visions, for activating your dreams. This is also good for your manifestation, because if you're able to visualize, you're already in that state too, right? This can heighten up your psychic abilities, your intuition, like your clairvoyant energy, just making you more open, right? So we got the herbs in here. We got the oils. Oh, I actually have psychic vision oil as well. I don't have it in a container, but this has been brewing for a while. I need to put some of this in a bottle, or in, dropper bottles. But I'm gonna put some of that in here too. I'm gonna put some on the base of the glass. I'm actually gonna bring it up, going up instead of down, because we're removing. Awesome. And then go counterclockwise here. Good. I think this is good and ready. Again, the petition is already written out. If you would like to be a part of the candle, you can send over your donation via Cash App. Make sure you put your birthday as well. Show you. I'm gonna set that here. Want to do some light energy work before we get started with everything else, y'all, so just bear with me. Like, it just started like raining. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in my area, and it just started like just raining, pouring down. I'm like, this is the perfect time. So we gonna get into it. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. I'll put the petition underneath here. Just doing some light energy work on the candle, and then we'll get started with the reading. Okay. Okay, so this will be set up for, up to 7 days, depending on how the candle will burn. So I'll continue to walk by, give some energy to it. Already has the flame is very high right now, so it's good. But yeah, we're gonna get started. We're gonna talk about some planetary shifts, and then leading up to the new moon in Gemini that's coming up soon, and then we're gonna go into tarot reading. Okay. So we did have the Sag full moon. It was this past Thursday, so May 23rd. I've been busy this full moon. We did the Wicked Market here in Nashville, and just after that, just still working here and there with clients. So I haven't had an opportunity until now to actually like catch a breath to come and show my live people some love, right? So yeah, the Sag full moon. Let's talk about Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius energy, yes, it's about travel, right? So if you want to like travel, go on a vacation or plan a vacation, or you may want to get, you want to see like a different culture, things like that. That's Sagittarius energy. But it also has to do with like philosophy, has to do with higher education, higher learning, wisdom, like your morals, your ethics. Sagittarius is also a very spiritual sign, right? Sagittarius has to do with like optimism, right? Keeping that faith. But with Sagittarius energy, I feel like a lot of times our faith could be tested, okay, in the same breath. So yes, the optimism is there, like, yeah, you can do it, but like, do you remember who you are? Are you sure you about it, right? So that's how we can get tested with Sag energy. In tarot, Sagittarius energy is ruled by the Temperance card in tarot. So it's the angel with the two cups, pouring the two cups going back and forth. And temperance is for patience, okay? Patience. Then it's also about moderation, just keeping things steady in a flow. Hey, gifted goddess, how you doing, girl? How you doing? So yeah, that's all with like Sagittarius energy there, like, but heavy on patience and moderation. It also has to do with like balance in a sense too, because you have to have this grounded sense of self and balance in order to just be okay with what's presented to you, right? So the same day on May 23rd, we also had Venus entering into Gemini, right? So with Venus in Gemini, within your relationships, you can expect some triggers. May not lie, all right? You're probably gonna get triggered at this time within connections, and it could be miscommunications, or like you may be in a position where you have to express yourself more or get more vulnerable, right? So it might be a little tough, at times to be vulnerable. So just be mindful with this energy with Venus and Gemini. For some, it may be easier to flow and talk. You may even figure out that you are sapiosexual, right? And you like intellectual conversations, right? So it just depends on what side of the spectrum you're on, okay? Gemini is all about being social, right? Especially within your community. If you haven't been like outside, like it's time to be outside, it's time to get social, it's time to have fun. If you're looking for love, right, this is definitely a good time to go out and about to, see what's out there, okay? So yeah. And then yesterday, May 25th, we had Jupiter enter Gemini. So this is like, I think it's like a 12-year cycle, or Jupiter hasn't been in Gemini in 12 years. So with Jupiter in Gemini, Jupiter expands everything, right? That's the main energy of Jupiter, which also Jupiter is ruled by Saturn and also Pisces, okay? That's Pisces' ancient ruler is also Jupiter, okay? So Jupiter is usually signified as like the money planet, right? We love to use Jupiter in money rituals. Thursdays is ruled by Jupiter, so we always do like abundance rituals on a Thursday, things like that. So with Jupiter in Gemini, this is saying like, yeah, your words, there's power in the tongue, but it's also like for real, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, because whatever you say can be expanded upon and maybe even drawn out. It can be a little dramatic, right? be mindful what you're speaking, or be so intentional, so whatever you are putting out there, it is something that you actually want, and it works out in your favor, and it grows, right? Trying to think about what else. A lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas. So this could be a very creative time for you, with Jupiter entering in Gemini. I will also say that with an abundance of ideas, this can be an influx of thoughts and worry and anxiety and things like that. So just as it might be your crown, your third eye crown could be overstimulated. You might get headaches, right? Or you might get like that tingly sensation. Like I've been having like tingly sensations around my crown. Like the first day of Gemini season, May 20th, I was like, oh my gosh, my head is like, and I felt that way too in Sagittarius season for the Gemini full moon. So, for those who don't know, I'm a Gemini rising. So, I mean, yeah, it's to be expected. But, I usually get, and I don't have it with me. Actually, I do. I think I do. Let me get it real quick. The rain sounds so beautiful, y'all. The rain sounds so beautiful. But this selenite wand, true. So if you're overstimulated, you can swipe a selenite wand over your crown and your third eye, or wherever you're feeling like you need to clear your energy. So like, even I want to swipe the candle too. So yeah, so just be mindful with this Jupiter and Gemini energy. Make sure that you, whatever ideas you have, make sure you write them down or notate them, because you probably won't be able to get to all of them right now. And yeah, you want to be able to go back to it, because you know, you could be sitting on a gold mine. All right. So we did talk about the Pisces fourth quarter moon coming up. That is coming up on May 30th. Okay, so this could be, again, releasing any blockages within the third eye, which we're working on now with this candle, right? Negative beliefs, closing out cycles, right? Bringing things to an end, things like that. So this is a really good moon for this. And then we have Mercury enters Gemini on June 3rd. And then followed by the Gemini new moon coming up on June 6th, which is 6-6, which is harmony. And then it's also 6 is the Lover's card in tarot, and Gemini rules the lovers. So this is a really good time to find wholeness, first and foremost, within, so that way you can have more harmonious relationships. Okay, so I love to see it. I love to see it. There's going to be a lot of activity within the mind, a lot of chatter in the mind. It's good to stay grounded, to be aware, be mindful. Also, mind your triggers. This is going to be a really prime time. You might get triggered to where it's going to invite you to dive deeper, so that way you can heal more, right? Pisces has to do with healing a lot. So, okay. Okay. All right. We're going to get into this reading. Okay. They're saying we're going to use the Psychic Tarot. Okay. And then what we're going to do, we're going to pull for Aries through Pisces, first house through 12th house, right? This is a collective reading, but you can take each sign or each house as yours, right? If you want to do your sun, your moon, your rising, Venus, right? But yeah, that's how we're going to do it. reminder that I do have horoscopes. I have horoscopes for the Sagittarius full moon on my website, msbotanica.com. It's in the blog section. Okay, so make sure you check that out. I do horoscopes for the new and full moons. Right? Alright, I invite my spirits, my ancestors, my guides, your spirits, your ancestors, your guides into this space. Please give us the clear, accurate messages for Aries through Pisces, first house through 12th house, the beginning to the end. Alright. This is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. These are so big, so I'm gonna do maybe 4 at a time. So with Aries energy, we have movement, choices, and decisions. This is 2 of Pentacles in traditional tarot, and like, yeah, when it comes to like these new beginnings that we're stepping into, or whatever your approach to life, or it's just you're presented with this kind of reminds me of 7 of Cups in traditional tarot too. It's so many choices here. It's so many, like, you maybe feel like you have to only go one way, or you have to focus on one thing right now, but at the same time you don't want to give up on everything else, right? So we have money, abundance, we have commitment, love, we have this is like a tree growing, so this could be like family, or this could be like whatever you're planting, so whatever manifestations, creations you're wanting. And then this is also like mental health too, here with the mind. So in the traditional tarot with the 2 of Pentacles, he's balancing that out. So I really do feel like, even though there's a lot that collectively we may be thinking about shaking a stick at, or you already kind of have balance, and now something in your life, something else has been brought up to your life, and you're like, hey, I actually need to bring more attention to this, but I don't want to let everything else that I have going on go. There's going to be times where you're going to have to you are going to have to let up and maybe not do as much or go as hard as you were before. But in order to balance this out, is it doable? Yes. But this is where you have to make calculated risk and strategic planning, right? And you can't get there. What's the main thing, right, that would help with all of this? Health. Your health is wealth. Health is wealth. If you don't have your health, then what you going after money for, right? You gonna be here to spend it, right? So just think about that, and then let everything else flow. You have to make sure that you tend to yourself first before everything else, because again, if you out for the count, then how are you going to be able to enjoy everything that's opening up for you? Everything that's opening up for you, okay? Then we have in the Taurus position, or the second house, this has to do with money. This has to do with your habits, what you're prioritizing, right? So collectively, what we're prioritizing probably is our faith. It's connecting to our spirituality, right? With the crown chakra. This can also be the mind. This can also be like your confidence in self, right? Your faith in yourself in order to get things done, right? Also relying on trusting yourself on how to make these moves, because everything is opening up for you. You don't have to choose just one. You might have to weave I'm here like, yeah, like weaving through these aspects of life because they're all going on simultaneously. So this is where the focus has to be on your mind, right? Has to be on your mind, has to be on your faith, has to be on your awareness, your spirituality. Also cleansing. This is why we're doing a third eye cleansing candle, right? Because with this, you're going to be able to get more clarity in the mind, right? Maybe also get more clarity on like money matters and financial matters, since this is in the second house position, right? So this is also saying that like collectively we probably need to learn more about money, or you might need to also gear up to learn more within your career. Okay, this is like trainings, all that stuff. Because yes, we're coming off the Sagittarius full moon, and we talked about wisdom, higher learning, right? So with this being in the second house Taurus position with the crown, yes, most definitely this is calling. So if you're wanting to go after a promotion or get a new job or like do a career change, is probably calling for you to actually learn some more stuff, study up on some things. So you're going to be putting those brain cells to the test soon, okay? Go for it. All right. And then for the third house, which we have Gemini, is foundations and achievements here in reverse. So mentally, we probably feel like we're running out of time, or the foundation that was laid, or how you started off, you're probably having some second guesses, or like kind of doubting what you have done so far, or you feel like some of your goals, you may feel like some of your goals may not be as obtainable as you thought they were in the beginning, right? Because Aries first house is like the beginning, right? And as you're moving through, now you're rethinking like, hey, there's some things that are imbalanced here. I do want a stable home. I do want a family. I do want, all these things, or get healing from family issues or things like that. But I feel like the main thing is to work on the inner critic, right? It's like, let go of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, focus on the now and what you can do in this moment, right? We talk about that download I had got where it was like the now moment is the portal to shift through timelines. Okay, so if you feel like you have a long ways to go, or you're starting from scratch, or like where do you go from here, this is a good season to surrender and just really take some time out to get your priorities together. Taurus energy, get your priorities together. What matters most, right? And let everything else fall in line. Okay, so with Cancer's energy next, we're talking about like the home. We're talking about our emotions, feminine energy. This could be ancestral, right? Because it talks about our roots. We have financial and material changes, right? With the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So with this, like Five of Pentacles in traditional tarot, it's usually like the left out in the cold, the poverty card, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking at this, the movement, choices and decisions, and then also here, you know, it has like 5 different portals, right, or gateways. And then you see we got 5 different, is this 5? 1, 2, 3. Well, it says 4, but y'all kind of get the drift. They got 2 right here, but okay. I kind of get where I'm trying to go here. So emotionally, we may feel like there's a lack of resources, a lack of love, lack of confidence, lack of stability, right? With Gemini's energy was in the foundation and achievements. So you could feel like you have to go harder. You have to do more. Something has to change, right? Yes, something has to change. But it may be your approach to money, your approach to finances, or your approach to how you value yourself, right? Because if you value yourself, then everything else will be a reflection of that, right? So this transformation that's happening is transforming the wounded part of ourselves, where we feel like we're not worthy of these changes, even though we know something has to change. But there's a mental blockage that's causing like these habits and patterns to continue to cycle through, where in this Cancer position, we're going to have to heal the wounds of feeling less than, or feeling like we're not good enough, or feeling like there's always something, right? I never have enough money, or this and that. This is where you watch what you're saying. Watch what you're saying. Being very intentional. Okay? You can change this around. You might have to get your hands dirty. You might have to put in a little bit more work. Right? Faith without works is dead. Right? This is not saying that, okay, you visualize it, it's just going to come to you naturally. Yes, you visualize it, but you also have to put in some type of action in the physical realm, right? So, for some reason, I'm hearing like heirlooms. Some people may have heirlooms. If y'all thinking about pawning them, I would say think again. I don't think your ancestors will particularly like that. Be honest. I'm being honest. I don't think that they're too fond of like pawning something that is valuable to your bloodline. Okay. We're gonna keep going, keep flowing. We're gonna go to Leo. This one though. All right, Leo, and then we have 5, 6 is Virgo. Then we're gonna do Libra, and then Scorpio. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right. So for the Leo position, right, this is 5th house. We have recognition and rewards, right? I love that. That's 3 of Pentacles, right? But this kind of gives me like 6 of Wands, just the recognition and rewards. Just saying. But this is saying like when it comes to putting yourself out there, right? When it comes to you making these changes, that especially in matters of like your value and what you deserve, getting what you deserve in your career, in love, in health, right? All that. You are going to get the validation that you desire. Also, this is saying like people see you. Even if people act like they don't see you, they see you. So keep doing you. You know what I'm saying? And then also like your creative endeavors. going back to the crown chakra in Taurus, matching up with this in Leo, you're definitely probably going to get some ideas, like you're getting channeled ideas directly from source, right? Write them down. Also, please don't think that you're the only person that's getting these downloads. We all can tap into the collective consciousness, right? So that's where I'm saying faith without works is dead. Because you ever seen, like, you had an idea and then somebody comes out with the idea or the invention, you're like, I thought of that, and there was no way that nobody could have ever thought that, stole your idea. It's just y'all got the same message from spirit, but one person acted on it and the other person didn't, right? So yeah. But overall, recognition, these are titles, like commitment. So titles, you might be getting up leveled in a position at work. Leo has to do with love and romance, so you might get recognized and actually get like higher levels of commitment, or get, like, if you're after like a certain title, if you like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, spouse, like all that is here, right? So yeah, we love to see it, right? Also, just also saying, like, what you're being recognized for, as far as like whatever you're putting out, whatever creatively, you're going to be able to be seen for it. This could also be your inner child asking for you to see your inner child, so that way you can know how to bring joy back into your life, right? How you can bring joy back into your life. I love it, because I feel like after that, baby, this is in the 6th house, Virgo's energy. Passion ignites. Ace of Wands. I love it. Passion ignited. I feel like, again, the passion ignited. So Virgo is Gemini. Well, Virgo and Gemini share the same planetary ruler, which is Mercury, right? So again, we're getting ideas flowing, right, at this time. Creativity's through the roof. And creativity, yes, it can be you coming up with ideas, but this could also be like your passion igniting in order for you to create life, right? So if you're wanting to conceive, conceiving is here. Maybe this has been an issue just from how the other cards are flowing. Fertility issues is on the table, right? But I will say, this is where studying, right, making the right choices when it comes to your health and things like that. I really do feel like you'll be able to get over this hump. However, whatever solution you may find, there's multiple different solutions, right? Also with Virgo's energy, Virgo is like your service, what you're being of service of is also of like being very organized and analytical. I just feel like if you're in a grounded state mentally, you're going to be I feel like everything's going to click. Like things that you probably had put on the back burner for a while, you're going to be able to like realize like, oh, it all makes sense. And you can maybe go through an outline or come up with a business plan or plan of action, whatever you need to do. Like all of it's just gonna flow naturally at this time. Being in a state of flow, creative flow, is gonna be it's like chef's kiss. It's gonna be really good. All right, at this time. So just allow it to happen. Next we have Libra's energy. This is all about relationships, relationships of all kind. Yes, marriage, romantic, but also business partnerships, friends, anything. We got stand your ground, 7 of Wands. All right, stand your ground. We did talk about how you could be triggered a lot during this time within connections, making sure that you speak up for yourself in a stern and bold way. It does not have to be boisterous, like from ego, but it, you know, still tell people like, yo, you got me messed up, or fuck around and find out. Okay, respectfully, of course. So yeah, stand your ground when it comes to your relationships. This is also I will also say being true to yourself, right? Some people, not all people, when they get into connections and relationships, you might be very adaptable, right? And you kind of lose yourself in connections because of this. You're very adaptable, you're easygoing. It's just like, yeah, you're going with the flow. Like, no, what do you want? What are your values? What are your goals? What do you want? Making sure that your standards are being met in these relationships. Okay? Making sure that you're not just taking on all of the load, or you're not putting in any work, right? It needs to be an equal give and take at this time. Okay? So if you're like everything's cool, but then like someone within the connection is like, hey, yo, we need to talk, like, you may get triggered off of that, but be open and receptive. Be open and receptive. Okay. All right, and then we got Scorpio's energy, 8th house. This is all about death and transformation, right? This could be debt, taxes, all that stuff. We did have what is this, Cancer's energy? Yeah, Cancer's energy was the 5 of Pentacles with the financial and material changes. So we're gonna get that firm foundation, right? We're going back to the 4 of Pentacles, that firm foundation, root chakra. Okay, so that what's changing is we're building better foundations in our lives. Yes, financially, but also like the confidence within ourselves, right? The value within ourselves to make these necessary moves and changes when it comes to our career, when it comes to love, when it comes to our health, when it comes to how we express ourselves, right? So, yeah. Okay. I love it. I love it. We have a few more cards to go. Hold on, I'm gonna see how I'm gonna put these. I don't have that much space. Okay, so we're Scorpio. So Sagittarius energy is next. So this is 9th house. Wow, that's so funny. Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. Interesting. So for Sagittarius energy, 9th house, we have the 3rd eye chakra in reverse. So what's funny to me is that, we're coming off of the Sagittarius full moon, and we're doing the 3rd eye chakra cleanse, and here it is saying like, hey, there are some blockages in the 3rd eye. So this is confirmation, right, that the work that we're doing is necessary and it's needed. Okay, so with this 3rd eye chakra in reverse, when it in the 9th house, when it comes to maybe like going back to like what you deserve and your value. Like maybe you feel like like I want to take a trip, but I can't afford a trip, or I want to go back to school, but this and that. Like you feel like you can see it, but you're trying to be practical about it, and or I guess realistic. No, it's not even realistic. It's probably more pessimistic. Like you're seeing like the worst case scenarios, right? When it comes to this definitely is also nightmares. You might be getting nightmares as well. Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah, anxiety attacks. This kind of gives me like 9 of Swords energy in tarot. Okay. And then we have, for Capricorn, we have shadow in reverse, which is the moon in reverse. So the third eye chakra is in reverse, and the moon is in reverse as well. So there could definitely be some deceptive energy, or some like illusions, or like secrets being held within like your career, or any like long-term commitments that you may have. There may be like some hidden clauses or something that's being kept from you, right? This is also saying like, in order for you to put yourself out there, like for your public image as well, you're going to have to come to terms with your shadow self, and also know that and not be so judgmental of yourself in the process too. So that's something to think about. All right. So for Aquarius energy, we do have prosperity begins in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So Aquarius has to do with the future, right? And our hopes and our wishes, our desires, our friend groups, social groups, like the collective as a whole. Prosperity begins in reverse. Let's feel like our hope is like kind of deteriorating, and I feel like it's kind of going downhill from Sagittarius energy with that third eye chakra in reverse. It's like, if we can't see it, baby, it's not growing, it's not fostering anything, right? So this is why it's important, again, that we're doing this third eye chakra candle, because I really do feel like this will be able we'll be able to see the vision clearly of what we want, and especially how we can get there, right? Because if we can tap into like our future selves, do like some timeline meditations, because we're on Aquarius right now. The Aquarius energy is this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and if we can see like, hey, if we can't see things panning out in the future, right? What do I need to do now in order to change that, right? We're not doomed to this reality, right? Let me say that, because there's different timelines, there are different parallel universes. We can shift through those timelines if we are present now, and we make the necessary choices, and we move in a way that will foster these prosperous new beginnings, right? We may not be making the best of choices right now, or the choices we have made in the past have put us in this predicament where we need to course correct and figure out what we need to do going forward. Okay? So, like, with Pisces energy, this is like, endings. This is healing. This is like everything coming full circle, karma, things like that. We have the throat chakra, right? We have the throat chakra, which I'm just like, what's going to change our expression, our discernment? We're going to be able to listen and trust, right? The guidance that we're getting. We're going to hear what's being said, hear what's not being said, so we can move accordingly. Also affirming more prosperity in our lives, more structure in our lives, more calling in more discipline, right? Also, this is just when you're healing, like expressing yourself, where, yeah, Leo's energy talked about, like, you will get recognized for the work that you've done, right? But where am I trying to, yeah, passion ignited, but it's one thing to have these ideas, but if you don't put it into motion, it won't foster anything. This is kind of a mixed reading. Like, yeah, there's some good things going on here, but there's an imbalance, and this imbalance can definitely make or break. Your manifestations. It can make or break the quality of life, right? It all starts with the mind, right? We got mental conflict, 5 of Swords here at the base, and I love this. We have material harvest, 9 of Pentacles, right? This mental conflict that we're going through, because remember, the third eye chakra here is in reverse. This mental conflict that we're having, it does serve its purpose, right? I don't feel like this is a time where we do need to make like big action right now. I feel like this is a time where we need to plan, where we need to sit down and think about all the possible scenarios and come up with a strategic plan, right? The conflict could be are you going to keep following the crowd, or are you going to do your own thing? The conflict is going to be like, are you going to go after what ignites your flame, right? Or are you going to just go with what everybody else is on? This is where authenticity is going to be your best friend. Being your true and authentic self, what makes you happy, right? This is, again, saying like your inner child is like, yeah, I want to be able to express myself, right? But yeah, we get on that wave of, so with the mental conflicts is putting us at a crossroad. The crossroad is that you're getting the downloads, what Spirit is telling you. This is also going into life purpose, right? Stepping into your purpose. But it might be, it's some fears here. It's some fears. And that's okay. Well, it's okay to have fear, right? But it's what you do with said fear, right? A lot of times we have to do it afraid. We have to buck up and do it anyway, right? Yeah. Do it afraid. I have a saying on my wall. It says, if your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. So it may take you some time to really wrap your mind around it, but it's the fact that you keep coming to it again and again. You're getting closer and closer to where you need to go. Okay? There's no rush. There's no rush. This is you versus you. As long as you're striving to be better for yourself, for your family, that's all that matters, right? The main thing here, especially we're in Gemini season. Yep, here we go. We got the missing piece of the puzzle, verifying. The main thing here is mental health. mental health. But then it's a big part of the Trinity. So you do want to do some type of like meditation, taking things slow, intentional, but also doing some type of movement of the body to get a lot of that energy out of your body and not having it stuck, right? So this could be paying attention to your fitness. So some people could be starting new fitness goals, things like that. You might have more energy to actually like go to the gym or start a new membership, or go dancing, things like that. But yeah, this is like the key here is focusing on your mental health, focusing on your ideas, what's coming down to you, how you're expressing yourself, how you're speaking, speaking to yourself, right? Speaking to others, because that does matter as well. So, yeah. Okay. Like that is it. That is all for the tarot. I'm going to pull from the Starseed Oracle to close us out. So I hope that y'all enjoyed. I'm happy that I made it on. It definitely was. It's been a long week, and I'm glad that I'm here. Definitely wasn't the time that I wanted to come on, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm honoring it. So we here. So let's get the final message from the Starseed Oracle. Earth pulsing. Wow. Pulse of the mother. Slow down. Time in nature. Okay, Earth pulsating. So it's so funny because I've been noticing this like within myself, within like my community, and here like that, like things have been slowing down. Everybody has been kind of slowing down, right? But yeah, it's because you have to think about think about what matters. And this is where you have to put things into perspective. You could have been very hyper focused on just one area of life, where now it's time where you're going to have to look at all these other areas of life and figure out how you're going to work with those. What are you going to do with those? How you going to work with what you got? Right? It's a journey, not a race. Spend time in nature. It's getting hot outside. Right? So making sure you take some time to convene with nature, convene with the animal spirits and all that stuff. Go on a hike, go walk around in your neighborhood, go to the lake, go to the beach, do all those things, right? To help reconnect you to Mother Earth. And this is also saying that pay attention to the seasons of life, because we are approaching summer, and summer is like the high time, but it's usually like it's high energy, but we like to like lay back and chill and catch a vibe and all that stuff. So just kind of honor your body, honor how you're feeling, still be intentional. If you were moving at 75 miles per hour and you slow down to maybe 45, you're still moving. You just probably won't get there as quick, or maybe because you slow down, you can be more intentional in the quality of how you get there. You actually get to enjoy the scenery. You actually get to, you're discovering more things. So, slow and steady wins the race. Turtle energy has been coming up a lot for me. That is then it's going back to Temperance card in tarot, right? Which is Sagittarius' energy. It's mastery. It's mastery. So taking things slow, being more intentional, also getting your like your visions, like how you see yourself. Where do you see yourself in long term? How can you align to these goals? It's a lot of brainstorming that needs to go on at this time, right? But I think also being out in nature will help get some more clarity. Get some more clarity on these things where we might feel stuck. Okay. Let's see if there's like any additional messages from the book here. From the book. Okay, it says a mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself has a rhythm. You can see it in the seasons and the tides. In our world of artificial lighting, long working hours, and modern conveniences, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with nature and surrender to the pulse of the earth. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. Download the earth. Okay, she has a earth pulsing meditation at starseedoracle.me. Okay, but it says today many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Somewhere along the way, a severing happened. A moment when it became too painful to stay connected. We feel unsupported, and as if we don't belong. We look to other people and the external world to fill the void of the connection, holding, and belonging once given to us by the earth. Taking, clutching, conquering, longing for others to receive us fully as the mother once did. Forgetting that she's still here, waiting for us to remember and activate she's still here. Oh, and activate that part of us that longs to receive her embrace. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted and she opens up and receives you more fully. You're able to drink from her sweet waters and release what no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all things and the planet. Okay, and it says the starseed activation. It says, I surrender to the pulse of the mother. May my heart beat in unison with her. That's beautiful. So yeah, this is like also the key to help like clear up the mind, right? Connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with nature, connecting with your surroundings, right? This is also going to help clear up this, see things more clearly, so you can create the life that you want and that you desire and that you deserve. Okay, so I love it. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend, holiday. I know Memorial Day is tomorrow as I'm filming this, so yeah, I love you all. I hope that y'all have a good one. Remember to follow me on my social media platforms, Mystic Storm 333. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Mystic Storm 3332. Yeah, it's up. It's up. We're doing it. We're doing it. And it doesn't matter at what speed, at what pace is your pace. Right? You versus you. No competition. All right? I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one.